Okay, the Nigerian police force, in a curb to fight corruption, is banning POS merchants from being around police stations. The Nigerian police force says that POS machines and other electronic mobile money transaction devices within its stations and facilities across the country are no longer allowed, and it should be banned. I want to hear from you. Why do you think they're doing this? Before I explain why do you think so, comment down below. Now, when I heard this news, I thought, for what? Apparently, the PRO who made this announcement said the move is meant to clip the wings of corrupt policemen who engage in bribery or illicit acts around the police station, within the premises. Now, we know the Nigerian police force, a lot of them have a huge reputation of being corrupt and, extorting money out of people. NSARS was literally a movement against police brutality and extortion. Have you ever had any experience with the Nigerian police force? Please comment down below. Share your experiences. We are always trying to make sure that the Nigerian police force knows what is happening within the people that they have employed to serve Nigerians and keep them safe. In the 21st century, there are several methods though to carry out a financial transaction without a POS. So what happened exactly to actually addressing the root cause by implementing strict policies against officers found extorting or exchanging in bribery? That would be the solution to this. I appreciate that step. I appreciate the fact that they are thinking that, yes, okay, let's make sure that there are no POSs in the vicinity. Let's make sure that, police officers cannot say, oh yeah, go and meet that POS merchant. Oh yeah, go and bring out 10K from me. Oh yeah. I understand that, but there are better ways to actually solve these issues. Nigerians have been extorted by the police. They know, we know that we don't need POS to carry out corrupt acts. They don't need a POS to carry out a corrupt act. They just don't. It's just that simple. This is like saying you have a wound and then you tell someone, oh yeah, go and bring water. Let me use water to clean your wound. And there's an infection inside. How? Water is not going to do anything to an infected wound. It's just going to wash it, but it's going to be infected. Simple. Anyways, a lot of people online said this. This is a post that was posted online by someone, and this is the quote. That means that they have devised a new means of extortion. Don't be surprised if the officers start creating crypto wallets. I understand that the NPF are trying to create a new system. I understand that they're trying to create more trustworthy experiences with its citizens and the people that they interact. I understand that the Nigerian police force is trying to create a system where the Nigerian police force, its personnel, will actually not be tempted to engage in corruption. But what about deploying watchdogs? What about putting in spies in the force? And that could be from within themselves. What about random auditing of police officers' expenses and their accounts? Those are actually practical ways to ensure that corruption is weeded out in the police force. If we're being honest, corruption has eaten so far into the system. And let's also go back to the fact that the salaries of the policemen need to be increased. These are little things that trickle and cause these police officers to be tempted into corruption. Not to say that it's justified, because they have a right to claim and demand for what is their rights, but they have chosen not to. But I also believe that even if they were the highest paid officers, I think that because of there's the power and there's a culture that's embedded so much in the police force, a lot of them would still engage in corruption. So we really need to just have a rehaul of the whole police force. We need to see them actually take practical, legitimate steps towards weeding out corruption. A lot of Nigerians have PTSD from sighting a policeman. Every time I see a policeman, I'm like, hey. Something has to be done. Something has to be changed. There has to be practical, legitimate steps towards changing the police force. Not just asking POS merchants not to sit around. That does absolutely nothing. Anyways, let me know your thoughts. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about this new policy that the PRO has implemented. That is it for today on The Scoop. Make sure that you remember to follow us on all social media and interact, share these videos with your friends, and tell everyone about The Scoop. I mean, this is the only place to be.